that way. This Tale to Tape is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Kevin Lee, remarkably still just 27. Gregor Gillespie will be 33 in 11 days. Kevin Lee, the taller man by 2 inches, far more pronounced in reach, where Kevin Lee has the 6-inch advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, in the Big Apple, New York City, New York, for UFC 244, Masvidal versus Diaz, presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record. 13 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 155 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Long Island, New York, Gregor the Gift Gillespie. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record. 17 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Detroit, Michigan, presenting the number 10 ranked lightweight contender in the world, Kevin the Motown Phenom Lee! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliata.
Dan Mergliata, the veteran official, our referee for this one. The beautiful Red De La Cruz getting the pay-per-view nod tonight. The Motown Phenom, Kevin Lee, representing Detroit, Michigan, taking on the native New Yorker, Gregor Gillespie. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Kevin Lee is in white, Gregor Gillespie is in black. A lot of people wanted to see how Gillespie would do with a step up in competition. We figured to get some answers tonight.
The big issue, I feel, is him closing the distance. Kevin Lee, at least on paper, is a superior striker. And he shot for the takedown early, stuffed by Kevin. Kevin with a low stance.
Yeah.
Like he's ready to defend that takedown. He's popping out that jab. Now, remember, this is the first camp under Firas Zahabi.
Well, and he believes a full training camp up there is going to show through in all phases tonight.
And a full training camp with a real head coach that can put it all together, and someone who has a massive amount of experience doing so in world championship fights. Oh, big right hand by Kevin Lee.
And these guys are jabbing each other's faces off right now. Trading right hands. And I like that first shot attempt by Gillespie to try to get Kevin Lee to drop his hand so he can come over the top with the right hand. Mixing in those shots, not just completing them, but at least showing them, really will help Gillespie with stuff like that. Now he landed that uppercut.
Left hand by Kevin. Kevin's got to be careful he doesn't get wild.
Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
Good right hand there by Kevin, right hand lead. Popping out that jab. Both men content to box for now, no kicks thrown.
Both men are very prepared for a takedown, so the jabs are really working right now. Kevin Lee looks like he's cut from those jabs already. Gillespie's face is looking red.
There was that first kick attempt. You're right. Good cut under the left eye, Dom.
You'll see a shot again soon from one of these gentlemen.
2 minutes in, no takedown attempts. One unofficially, I guess, for Gregor Gillespie, they're telling me.
Right hand to the body there by Kevin Lee. Good popping jab by Gregor. And another. Gillespie popping out that jab.
Gillespie, one of the more accomplished collegiate wrestlers on this UFC roster.
And you could see the respect in the wrestling of Gillespie that Lee has, because he hasn't switched stance once. Usually you've seen 2 or 3 stance switches out of Lee, and he hasn't done that once. He's making sure he stays fundamentally sound for this man right now.
Yeah, fundamentally sound and very low in his stance. Oh, they're throwing bombs. Switching it up to the body. Goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, right in front of us.
Whoa.
The Motown Phenom on the road in New York tonight. Renders Gillespie unconscious, no longer undefeated. How about Kevin Lee, Joe?
You don't get a more spectacular result than that.
Wow.
The one thing that we had said was that if there is an advantage coming in here for Kevin Lee, it is in his striking. And we saw the one head kick that he threw earlier that he missed with. That one landed picture perfect and shut the lights out on Gregor Gillespie. He's still out cold right now.
All right, this fight replay is brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character since 1872.
Here we go one more time. Boom, the right hand, perfect right hand. Look at that high kick. Sensational. I mean, there was no question. He hit him afterwards, but that was academic. He was out cold. Let's see it one more time. Right hand, boom. Perfect right hand to the temple. Perfect left high kick. Gregor Gillespie out cold. Let's listen to it in real time. I mean, it doesn't get any cleaner. That man went flying. Switching up to the body. That was one of those knockouts where you're not sure how to feel because it was so sensational but also so terrifying. And we're looking at Gregor right now, who has at least gotten up to a seated position, but man, he was out cold.
Well, not the way Gregor Gillespie drew it up for his pay-per-view debut here tonight. He is now 13-1, and for Kevin Lee, you talk about new life back in this division in which he once competed for the interim lightweight championship. Kevin Lee, all smiles, and that's going to continue deep into the night. The official decision is brought to you by Metro by T-Mobile. Catch all the action with Metro by T-Mobile and never miss a knockout with their reliable network and unlimited data. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Kevin the Motown Phenom Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee, that was a statement.
Thank you, thank you. I needed to make one tonight. My back was against the wall. I'm coming on here taking on the most decorated wrestler in this division, and I wanted to put on a show.
You took a statement even in taking this fight. This is a guy that people are not looking to fight. He's 13-0, undefeated before this fight tonight. You came out with a very low stance, anticipating the wrestling. Tell me, what was the game plan coming into this fight, and what, if anything, was unusual for you?
I did not underestimate this man. This was the most dangerous fight I've ever taken. He's the most decorated wrestler. He would be in the Olympics if it wasn't for Jordan Burroughs. So I took him very, very serious. And, you know, I wanted to come out here and put on a showcase. I'm with a new team now, and I feel like I'm really starting to find myself a little bit. And it's time to show these people.
Let's look at it again. Kevin, take a look at the big screen, because this was as sensational as it gets. Right hand to the temple and the perfect left high kick.
I was kind of using the jab to set it up, and I saw he kept slipping that way. So I threw the right hand, and he can't take it. He can't take it.
Now, from someone who knows the journey that you've been on, how satisfying is this victory? And tell us where you're at right now.
It is, but I'm not ready to celebrate, Joe. I'm not ready to talk no title shots, no none of that. I want to get back in here. I want to do this shit again. This is my first time with Faraz Zahabi in my corner, and I really got to thank you for that, Joe. You told me I needed to switch things up, and I knew I did, and I feel like I've done that. And I'm ready to make another statement, and then we'll talk about title shots and all that other shit in the future.
Sir, you have massive potential. That potential was realized tonight. It was an honor to call your fight. Kevin Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's how you handle that post-fight interview, too. What a huge night and moment for a really good young man, the 27-year-old Kevin Lee, with one of, if not the biggest win of his UFC career here tonight.